Listen, there was a time I thought I had it all figured out. I was out there chasing adventure, believing that if I kept moving, if I went far enough, I'd find what I was looking for. But every time I thought I arrived, every time I thought I made it, I found myself empty again. And that's where 1 Corinthians 4 comes in. Paul is speaking directly to us, the ones who keep trying to prove ourselves. He says, "This, then, is how you ought to regard us, as the servants of Christ, and as those who entrusted with the mysteries of God has revealed." 1 Corinthians 4:1. Let that sink in for a second. Paul is reminding us that we weren't called to chase applause, money, status, or approval. We were entrusted with something bigger than ourselves. The gospel, the truth, the one thing that actually lasts. But here's the problem. We live in a world where everything is competition. You're grinding day and night, stacking up followers, chasing views, but still feel empty. You're busting your back at work trying to get that next promotion, but every time you get it, the satisfaction fades. You're constantly comparing yourself to the next person, wondering why they're ahead and you're still here. Paul is streaming through the pages. Stop chasing what won't last. I care very little if I'm judged by you or by any human court. Indeed, I do not even judge myself. 1 Corinthians 4:3. Paul is saying, why are you so focused on what other people think? Why are you running yourself into the ground for approval that won't even matter in the end? See, I used to be that guy. I thought if I just did more, if I just proved myself, I finally feel whole. But then I realized I was living for people who didn't die for me. Jesus already paid the price. Jesus already called me worthy. Jesus already set me apart. And when I finally stopped trying to impress the world and started living for him, that's when I found peace. And Paul closes out the chapter hard. He tells the Corinthians straight up, the kingdom of God is not a matter of talk, but of power. 1 Corinthians 4:20. It's not about what you say, it's about how you live. It's not about impressing people, it's about walking in purpose. It's not about chasing success, it's about chasing Jesus. And when you do, you won't be running on empty anymore. You won't be stuck in the cycle of, I'll be happy when. You'll be rooted, grounded, and unshakable. So here's my question. What are you chasing? Are you still trying to build your life on the approval of people who won't even remember your name in 10 years? Or are you ready to build your life on something that will never fade, never crack, never leave you empty?